Guys, these are going to be grab and go burgers. These are going to be some of the easiest and best burgers that you've ever made in your life. I friggin' guarantee it.
Alrighty, all, welcome back to the channel. Of course, my name is Tommy, and this here is only licensed to Griddle. And today's show is definitely going to be a good one, as I am going to pay homage out to the burger places here in Jersey. Now look, if there's anything that you know about Jersey, you know we are pretty much king of the diners. I mean, growing up, diners were everywhere, and usually at about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, you would find nothing but kids in there just chowing down after a night at the bars. Look, it was a little bit looser back then than it is now today. But below the surface of those diners are burger joints. In particular, I am talking about White Diamond. That is in Clark. White Rose, I do believe there are 2 locations, and also White Manna. I mean, these places have been around since the 1930s, and they have been serving up just about the same burger. So anytime we were just not into the diner aspect, you could find us out at White Rose, any Friday, Saturday night. If not White Rose, we would usually hit up White Diamond. I mean, they're basically the same. So what I want to do here is let's turn our attention down to the board. We've got very simple prep work to do, and then we will get back on over to the griddle, get that fired up, and I will show you how to cook these bad boys up. So here is my ingredients here on the board. You are just going to get a basic burger bun. I mean, nothing fancy, no briquette or whatever it is called, no sesame seeds. This is just a regular burger bun. That is all you want. You are going to get some dill pickles. Leave the bread and butter pickles in the fridge. Those things don't go anywhere near these burgers. Of course, I've got 80-20 here, and also some thin sliced onions that I just did by hand. So they are not super thin, but they are going to do the job just fine. And basically on these burgers here, I've got 2 pounds, probably more than enough. But I've got Molly over there who's going to be wanting a burger patty, so we will go with that for her. And this is all you got to do. We are looking at only about 3 ounces or so. I mean, I don't know if these places measure them, because they just, they make thousands of these, probably thousands of these at night or even on the weekends. So I'm just going to start rolling these out. This is going to be a loosely packed. Again, I am going to base this on about 3 ounces. So a double would consist of just 2 patties. So they didn't make they didn't make a double patty at these places. Basically what they did is you got your singles, and they would just top them on top of each other. That would be basically your double. So look, that is basically it right here. That is all there is to it. Now let's get on back over to my griddle. We're gonna get that fired up, and then we will get to griddling. Alrighty, all, welcome back, and here we go. And as you can see, we've had some nasty weather the last couple days, and you can see my griddle is definitely taking a beating. Even though I am in the shack here, and sometimes I cover it, sometimes I don't. As you can see, she gets a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff gets blown in here. I mean, we are in the winter months here in the Garden State. I've got my griddle fired up full on all burners. You're going to want a hot griddle doing this when you do this recipe here. You are going to want a clean, hot, greasy griddle. So look, you see my griddle here smoking. That is exactly what you want. We've got an overabundance of oil on top. That is exactly what you want. And we are at about 450. That is going to work. Basically, this is how it goes. I am going to do these real quick. I will try to explain what is happening, but you will pick it up pretty fast. Burger patties go down. And again, if you want a double, you are just going to do this. That is all they do. That is going to be your classic double. And now I've seen them guys, they're griddle masters at something like this, man. They just have that whole friggin' griddle filled up with burgers, onions, and so forth. I mean, they serve other stuff, but this is basically what everybody wants. I've got 2 doubles happening. So once you've got your burgers down, again, this isn't going to be a smash burger because we're not going to hold it for 10 seconds. You are just going to smash them down. And if they stick, which I've seen them do, just kind of push them off. I mean, these are just your good old greasy burgers right here. Just push them off. And I am just smashing, holding maybe for, 2-3 seconds, whatever it takes. So look, once you get these smashed down, you are going to hit them with some onions. You're not going to put as many onions as you would, say, an onion burger, but you're going to get a nice load on. Take your spatula and just kind of push them in again. That is just going to release all that grease. These are greasy, grab-and-go, nighttime party burgers, would you say? So obviously my singles are going to cook quicker. My doubles will take a little bit longer to cook, but we will let these go for about another 5-6 seconds or so. All right, let's get them flipped over. Got a nice little crust happening. So guys, look, once you flip them over, you are going to get them cheesed up. I'm going to use a real American cheese here. I'm not really sure what they use, but I've been on the real American kick, so we are just going to go with that. Let's get our doubles flipped over. And you can see we've definitely got a nice crust happening. Guys, so look, important, once you flip them, once you cheese them, you are going to get the bottom bun first. Cheese goes on the bottom at all 3 joints. And then you are going to go right with that top bun right on top of there. Brings back a lot of memories, I got to tell you. When they put them on too, they're not delicate, man. They'll put them on, they'll press them down. There is nothing, there is nothing fancy about this. But I got to tell you, man, they are addicting and they are friggin' good. As you can see, I'm 1 burger patty short. Molly's going to get that bad boy right there. We'll keep that over here. What is happening here now is that the steam from the griddle is just doing its magic on these buns. I can tell you these buns are nice and soft. Plus you've got all that grease happening, man. Just taking these out through the roof, man. I am telling you, this is good stuff. So look, there is a little bit of a trick to how we are going to fold these up. You are basically going to pick them up, pull your top bun off, and then just slide it underneath like that. And that is basically what is happening here. Let's get on over to the board, and I'll fix the rest of these up. Alrighty, all, and that here is gonna be your grab and go or your bag of burgers from a little homage to white rose, white diamond, and of course white manna. I mean, they're all pretty much made the same way, and I can tell you, man, do not discard this. It's just another burger video. These are so simple to do, and they're, you know, they've kept the burger into its purest form. So you're not adding, you know, tomatoes and you know, lettuce and mustard and whatever else that you add to a burger. This is just 80-20, cheese, onions, and of course dill, pickles. If you want them on there, you can get them on the side, and definitely a little bit of ketchup. I didn't want to put the ketchup on because I know you guys would kill me. And I can tell you during the snaps, I've been hitting that double. Here is a single right here. And I got to tell you, anytime I had visited these places, I never went with the double. I just wanted the single. They also wrap in some sort of like newspaper and also just put it in a paper bag. That is it. And you can see the grease just coming through the paper bag. I mean, it is definitely a magical sight to behold. There is no doubt about it. Let's do that taste test, quick talk about it. And of course, we're going to close out the show. Cheers. I mean, yeah. Alrighty guys, so look, I don't care. Smash burgers, onion smash burgers, Big Mac copycats, Somali burgers. I mean, I don't care what kind of burger that you decide to throw on the griddle. But you make these grab and go burgers here, again, they are just so simple to do. I call them grab and go because you can just fill the griddle up, smash them down, make them. You don't care how they, you know, there's no right or wrong way to do them. Smash them, onion them, cheese them, flip them, get the bun on them, and just grab them and go. That is why I call them that. Stick them in a brown paper bag and you are all set. These are a friggin' 10 out of 10. There is no doubts about it. So that is going to close out this one. My name is Tommy. I guess that makes me the Griddler. I appreciate all you guys that have been watching from start to end. That is a super help to the channel. We've got so much stuff coming up, including an airplane that has decided to fly over the shack. But until next time, we will see you